Hello and welcome to Level Up Your Knowledge, the show where we believe that schools didn't touch 80% of histories, and game developers have then since stepped in and taken their own immersive twist on what wasn't taught. My name is Alex, and with me today is.
Hi, I'm Key.
I'm LMG or Chase.
And welcome to our very first podcast. This episode today will be mainly talking about us, who we are, how long we've been playing video games, where we started, and how we got here. We'll also be kind of setting up how we're running this show. I'm really excited personally to do this.
Me too.
So, starting off, I might as well take reins on this. I've been playing video games for a little over 20 years now. Putting it this way, I've been playing since the PS2 released and I was still on the PS1. Started with racing games and sports games like Cool Borders and Cyber Tiger 2000. If you don't know what that is, you're too young. But those two games mainly have a soft spot in my heart, even though I don't really play other racing games and sports games. My first foray into other types of games came from a demo disc from PlayStation Underground. That should tell you something. That's old. I think it was one from 1997. I want to say it had
Before we
Spyro.
existed.
Yeah, it was before us.
Back in our day.
Back in my day, we got video games in the mail. It had Spyro 2, Toy Story 2, a couple others like Jammer Lammy. Do you guys remember that one?
No.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Homeboy, you
Um,
have to remember I was poor.
It also had another obscure one called 40 Winks. I don't even remember if that got an actual release.
That's a
I've
lot of
never.
winking.
Yeah, it's like a game about a kid that ran around like in a nightgown and shit.
What happened if you blinked 41 times?
Game over, I guess.
I guess so.
It also had Ape Escape. That was a. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Ape Escape.
After that, I was able to switch to the PS2 and play my favorite games of all time. I mean, like Castlevania Curse of Darkness, one that you cannot find anywhere anymore unless you really look. If you try getting on Amazon, you're gonna find it for like $80. Any PS2 game on Amazon is gonna be like $80 anymore. Spider-Man 2, Ape Escape 3, and Kingdom Hearts 2. So
Nice.
yeah, that was always fun. I really got into RPGs with that one. For a while, I got really into retro games spanning all the way back to the Atari 2600 and farther. After getting into my senior year, I started getting into more controversial games like Postal and Doom and other classic FPS games like Blood and, well, Doom again. Not Redneck Rampage, though. Fuck that. But personally, I played everything from Pong to most recently Like a Dragon Ishin. Moving on, Key, you're up next.
So, unlike Alex, I grew up very, very poor. So I don't have a whole lot of experience with games, but what I do have experiences with sit very dear to my heart. I started with a Game Boy Advance with like some weird Backstreet Tom and Jerry platforming game.
Oh
Which
God, I don't even know what that is.
yeah, yes, it was really
I wasn't
obscure.
into the handheld games. I did have a PSP, but I've never gotten into the Game Boy.
I had one too, and I used to watch a movie on it. I didn't actually play video games. I want to preface with I had one, but never used it for what it was meant for.
Not often.
No, but eventually that went into GameCubes. As you can tell, like I stayed very in the Nintendo realm. I'm a Nintendo girl.
Woo, Resident
Um,
Evil 4!
Resident Evil 4. Um, gee, what? Anyway, like Pokemon, Zelda, Animal Crossing City Folk.
Oh God, now we're getting into mainstream shit.
Okay, but what if Zelda was a girl?
Shut the fuck
Zelda
up!
is a girl.
Oh God.
Classic memes.
Yes.
But
What if
yeah,
she was Zelda?
but what about you? LMG.
Well, you see, I started out with a PS1, where I played copious and unhealthy amounts of Spyro. Uh, like, I beat Spyro 1 in under 4 hours when I was in the hospital at one point.
You can, you
Bruh.
have it memorized so well, you walk me through the levels when I get
Yeah.
stuck.
That's amazing.
I had to play all of Treetops for her because Treetops is AIDS. But
Did you say it was AIDS?
no, it requires AIDS. I am an aid. That is what I
Oh.
said.
Oh god, we just had a South Park moment. One of the earlier episodes, before it was found out that Jared from Subway was, before that the episode was literally Jared has AIDS, and he was trying to bring like professional, health aids, not like the disease, to South Park. It was just the biggest joke the whole time.
Yeah, but okay, back on track.
After
LMG.
after the first 3 Spyro games, I got hold of one of the most obscure like platforming games that I don't think a lot of people know about. It was called Scalar.
I've not heard of that.
You took place as this kid whose like dad was inventing portal technology to an alternate dimension, but also when you went to the dimension, it turned you into like lizard people. It was something.
Sounds like a screwed up Half-Life.
Pretty much. Also Maximo versus the Army of Zin. It was a solid like. It was the PS1 Zelda.
Did you say Zin or Zim? Like
Zin.
Invader Zim?
Nah, like ZYN.
Zen.
I think it was ZIN. It was like the main enemy's name or whatever. Things really started ramping up when I got introduced to Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and started pooping my pants because of zombies. And then everything kind of went from there to Borderlands. I'm such a gamer, I'm playing Clash of Clans right now while we're recording this.
You play.
Huh?
Dude, if you had said League of Legends, I'd have lost it.
No.
I wouldn't be dating him.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh yeah, that's a canon ship, by the way.
No,
Technically, aren't both either one of you guys? Because I'm with you, Chase, but I've been with Alex.
We don't. Anyway.
I'm just saying.
it's only partially, and neither of us are League players, anyways. Anywho,
Any horrors?
Any
I remember-
whizzle manizzle. What?
I remember about 2 years ago, bashing the living shit out of Fortnite, and then ending up playing it and enjoying it because of Key.
Hey.
Same though, but only in an ironic way. And
Right,
fuck
like-
the building.
Yeah, that's why I play Zero Build.
Mm-hmm.
I hate building. I can't do it. Even if I play in regular Royale, where the building is enabled, I don't fucking use it.
I make like
oh.
stairs sometimes.
I don't make shit.
Do you know what's something me and you both forgot to mention, LMG?
What's that?
I played Apex competitively,
Oh yeah.
Mm,
and you've played COD competitively.
yes.
Also
These
Card Wars, but that doesn't count.
Card Wars.
I'm serious. There
big.
was a mobile game for Adventure Time Card Wars, and I actually won one of the like regional tournaments and unlocked one of the special black cards that there were only like a certain number of released.
I flooped the pig.
Yeah, it wasn't as good to floop the pig in the game as it was in the show.
Well, yeah, that's because
Disappointingly.
it's because they didn't, make the pig fucking
Destroy
God.
everything.
Powerful
Forge
being.
god level bullshit.
The next.
Okay, I
shoot.
did.
Shmeesh 1.0 was just the pig in disguise.
Yes, our Lord and Savior speech. Yeah, no. I have not done anything cool like that. I've not been in any tournaments or anything like that. I am very casual, even though I inflict some of the worst possible challenges upon myself. Why? Probably because I hate myself.
Oh, like getting into Apex?
Yeah, like getting into Apex with you because you've been playing since fucking beta and I had just started. I
Yeah.
got my ass handed to me literally on platinum plated platters
Mm.
on like every occasion. And then the one time I tried to play solo, my average uptime there was like 2 seconds.
Silver
Meanwhile, in
plat.
squads, it was like 5.
Yeah.
Like I can't. I literally timed it. It was so bad.
That sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah, skill-based matchmaking put me in a fucking lobby full of world enders. People who've been on in tournaments since they came out the damn womb.
People that'll make
The
you
Legend
cry.
27 was in those lobbies.
Yeah, the Legend 27, New Master 69.
I.
Pretty sure I saw somebody with that tag actually.
You should see some of the people's names on my Steam. Like, I have one whose name is Massive Sex Haver, and then in parentheses, Massive Sex.
There weren't a whole lot of games I actually played online. I did get into World War II's multiplayer quite a bit. Like I prestiged once. I have since stopped. It's just not something I play on a normal basis.
Like Call of
Uh,
Duty World War II?
yeah, I don't play Call of Duty super often. It's not something I get into.
I
I'll
missed the
play
single
Doom.
rifle round. Oh, Doom.
I will play Doom like crazy. Like I might put myself in shitty situations on the OG Doom on Ultraviolence. Like I have like 2 health and no ammo. I have a chainsaw, but that doesn't help me any.
Then go get some help.
I can't. I ended a level with like 2 health, and it's right at the start. As soon as you open the door, there's like 15 imps standing there waiting to wreck your shit.
Yep.
So I have to,
Wreck yourself or check yourself.
I
Check
have to,
yourself, or wreck yourself.
I have to book it into like the next 3 rooms over just to pick up a berserk pack and pray.
You could always pick
Me-
up
Like
the
how you got
Mozambique.
my Apex Legend quote.
Pretty much. But Doom 2016, I can get through like 75% of the game on Ultraviolence. I had since put that game down and forgot exactly where I was at.
Like Old Yeller.
Yeah, pretty
Never played Doom, but I have played Slime Rancher.
That is not a comparison.
I know.
Those are 2 totally separate things.
I know. I'm just trying to be cool. Trying to fit in.
Like Tetris.
No, I think I played Diablo. I guess I'll be like the only close thing I could ever compare it to.
That's
Yeah,
spicy.
Diablo's pretty. It's fairly close in terms of content, but not gameplay.
Yeah.
Because Diablo is like a isometric RPG. Doom is your first-person shooter that really brought FPS games to the forefront.
It was like the revolutionary.
Essentially, the way I've heard this by another YouTuber that I watched, Civi11, if Gandhi had made Doom when he was 26, he'd be driving fucking Ferraris too.
Okay, so see, this makes a perfect segue into what this whole podcast is about.
What is
Yes.
it about?
Like the history of games and how they like can be very prevalent tools in like today's society if we were to utilize them correctly.
Oh, right.
Yes. Whether it be by the science or the history of them.
Yeah.
Like Animal Crossing and that fucking Tom.
Tom Nook, the fucking bastard. All you need to do is just sell him back acorns and then there you go.
It's not acorns, it's bells, but okay.
No, you sell him acorns to get your bells back.
No, you don't. You just give him bells. It's his nephews you sell things to.
Yeah, you sell his nephews a bunch
Timmy
of
and
random
Tommy.
Child
Yeah, you-
capitalism.
That makes me want to play Metro again.
Aw, you remember Stalker?
I never played it,
What?
but I did watch. I watched stuff on it because I knew it was like This
Isn't Stalker supposed to be based off of Chernobyl?
Yes.
yes, Stalker and Chernobylite,
I'm
and,
so smart.
and Metro was kind of based around the idea of a country-wide Chernobyl event.
Yes.
Fair enough.
I liked Metro. Like, it was pretty interesting.
Did you know you can adopt like dogs from Chernobyl? They're perfectly fine to adopt and bring home.
You can! You can adopt the radioactive puppies!
Yes.
Although if
I'm
I've
not-
Resident
looked
Evil
into
has
it.
taught me anything, that's a poor decision.
I'm gonna go to fucking Chernobyl and I'm adopting all the radioactive puppies.
I want the floofiest ones.
That'll be 32 Chernobyl ruples.
30.
I got ruffle chips. Is that good enough?
No.
No.
Where did you
Wait.
get chips?
Up
Anyway.
her ass.
Oh, we've been demonetized.
Just cut it out in editing.
We'll just make our podcast 18 plus.
Yeah. I mean, we've already said fuck.
Yeah.
So yeah, 18 plus is a good idea. Anyways, I'm very excited for the next several episodes.
Oh,
Me too. I'm excited to talk about Animal Crossing a lot.
oh yeah, it's gonna be story time. It's like when Grandpa used to talk about hookers.
You guys get to learn all the names of the fucking cute ass villagers, and I'm so sorry, but I need you to respect every single one in their pronouns.
I will do my best.
Tom Nook's pronouns is I identify as a threat.
No, it identifies as a fucking idiot.
Keep your shit up. Your pronouns will
Eat
be
the
buzz with her.
rich.
Consume the rich.
Keep up your bullshit, and your pronouns will be was, were.
For shizzle.
But yeah, no. A lot of our gaming, like, combined our years of experience with games equals out to, like, what was it, 60 some odd?
Yeah, 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also crazy because, like, I definitely played much more of the girly games compared to you guys. Compared to, like, now.
because compared to, if we were to look at 8-year-old Alex compared to 22-year-old Alex, 8-year-old Alex just wants to play Lego Star Wars.
I thought you were about to say 8-year-old Alex to 8-year-old Kira. I was gonna be like, that's a harsh comparison right now.
Yeah, that's like night and fucking day. Oh, I was just talking about this episode. The Jared Has AIDS episode just came on HBO.
Oh.
Oh, that's amazing. But yeah, no, all of our years combined is like 60 plus.
Also, we're all the same age.
Yeah,
So, like, if you ever figure out one of our ages, you have all of ours.
yeah, you've got us figured out. Like, we're old.
you guys realize that they're gonna just do math, right?
Do.
Do.
Phenomena.
God damn it.
I'm charging my attack.
Even though I've never played Redneck Rampage, I don't think I want to do an episode on it because of how bad it is. Like, design wise.
You should do Pikmin then.
But no, with Redneck Rampage, that's an old school FPS made by Zatrix Entertainment. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna lump it in here right now. I'm gonna do.
In other news, centaurs
let's-
are insects by definition.
All right, let's go ahead and lump in Redneck Rampage because I want to get this out of the way right now. It's not a game I want to play, but it's a game I do want to talk about right now.
Okay, I'm
Redneck-
here.
Okay. Redneck Rampage is a 1997 first-person shooter developed by Zatrix Entertainment and published by Interplay. The developers are Grey Matter Studios and Blizzard Entertainment. You know, Blizzard, World of Warcraft, Overwatch,
Yeah.
Some pretty solid games.
Redneck Rampage. What?
I know nothing of this game.
Probably a good idea. Chase, if you want to find footage for Redneck Rampage for this, go right on ahead.
I'll put it in editing. Actually, you know what? We'll just fucking raw dog it. Here we go.
Just find a compilation of Redneck Rampage footage. Somehow, this game that was made in 1997, made on the Build engine, the same engine that brought us Duke Nukem 3D, Blood, and Shadow Warrior, the original Shadow Warrior,
Yeah.
shat out this game. I know there's people that love this game, and I really do. I apologize because I'm gonna rip
I'm
this.
sorry, get better taste is what he's saying, but he won't be nice. He'll be nice. All we mean.
Side note, your footage
No.
here is being streamed by Jigglenomicon. Proceed.
Okay, well, anyways, I'm gonna rip this game apart, and I am sorry. I do apologize.
But
From
you have bad taste.
what I have seen of this game, it is so bad. Like the level design, like they tried making really big levels and giving them life. They tried, but it fell flat. Like if you look at any of the maps for Redneck Rampage, they're just massive, and there's too many areas where it's just like long lines of absolute nothing, and then all of a sudden you see like 2 or 3 enemies, or 10 enemies, or 20 enemies that all have horrible hitboxes, no damage output to you, or they freeze for a second before going into a death animation.
Was that a flying penis?
We're keeping that in.
Or maybe it was a big mosquito. I don't really know what that was, but a big pink thing fell off of a pair of wings when he shot it.
It was a chicken, I think.
No, it was flying.
Yeah, I know. There happens to when you shoot chickens.
Why aren't you screen sharing with us, babe?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
But the whole idea behind Redneck Rampage was supposed to be, we're gonna make this really big FPS game to compete with like Duke Nukem, Blood, and you'll get stuff like the Dynamite and cheap ass whiskey. Cheap ass whiskey being like armor, and then you got
Do you know what this like unhingedly reminds me of?
what?
There's a horror game that came out here recently where like the objective is you're playing like the old shooting ducks arcade game.
Oh yeah,
And
it's
like
another
the
Redneck
dog
Rampage game.
mascot like murders you.
Oh, it's a VR game. Yeah, I know what one it is.
Mm-hmm.
This is like
But-
off-brand Duke Nukem. We got like Dick Kickem.
Fucking dick kick him.
This thing right here,
Right.
flying penis.
It has that kind of vibe.
It is a mosquito. What the hell? What are you doing? Douchebag. Yo, man.
We interrupt this program to bring you douchebag.
Carl.
It's Carl. He works a camera.
He also eats hands.
Carl.
That kills people.
Yeah, but the majority of this game is just absolutely tragic.
It looks tragic. It looks like something that like my cousin could draw.
It really is, and then I'm gonna get started on the key situation. Because you know how like Doom and Duke Nukem and all those games, you find keys and they're brightly colored and you know exactly where they go.
Yeah.
The keys in this game just look like generic skeleton keys, but they're not labeled or colored or anything. It's just, here's a key. Where does it go? I don't know. There's no real way of telling. So you go up to a door and it says you ain't got the right key. Or you got it and you need another type of key. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's not user friendly.
No, it's not really. And I know there's people that have like taken, I think, either the source code from this and put it in a source port that's slightly better, but is still at its core Redneck Rampage.
Yeah.
Like wait till there's an enemy that is literally a dog, like a rabid dog, but it's an alien dog, and the damage output for that is not shown until it's like 6 feet away, and you might hear your character go, "Ow!" That's about it.
Can I say something about this game as a complete outsider?
Go for it.
I feel like this is one of those games that has like a small cult following. Like a lot of people like it, quote unquote like it. But like everyone else is like, nah, it's just trash. Y'all don't know what good games are.
Kinda. It does have a cult following, and I know that there's people that do like it and the other games that came out of it. Like Sunstorm Interactive, they are known for making additional levels and DLC for games like this. Like Sunstorm made Duke It Out in DC, Duke Caribbean, and one other one. I can't remember what it was called right now. And they blew that out of the park. They made a couple for Shadow Warrior too. It was I think it was Twin Dragon, and there's one that wasn't released until like a couple of years ago called Wanton Destruction, and they knocked it out of the park. They then made a couple. There's a couple different ones that they made. I think it was Sucking Grits on Route 66 that they made in '98, and then Redneck Rampage Rides Again, and they blew them out of the water, even with all the stuff that is still at its core, Redneck fucking Rampage. See, it even says right there, I can't find the freaking key. Maybe I'll have more luck in the next chapter.
Yeah, I feel like maybe like it gives off Slenderman vibes when that game first came out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where it was like, where is the shit? But no, that's Redneck Rampage all the time because it's just really small keys. You can't. Is that revolver ejecting brass?
Yeah. I'm gonna take this quick moment to start my segment of
Go for it.
the gun nut corner. So first of all, this man has a lot of shotgun shells packed in his two-shot shotgun. 'Cause I haven't watched him reload once.
It's quick. It's like I can't. I can't even justify it because Doom 2, the super shotgun. You saw it go new shells in.
Yeah.
So I can't even justify Redneck Rampage, which has more frames per second than Doom.
Can we talk about how the revolver is ejecting rifle caliber shells out of it too?
Okay, that one can kind of be explained. That revolver is chambered in 454 Casull rounds. So it's not exactly a pea shooter, it is made to hunt bears.
But
Why are
it
we justifying the gun logic in a game that looks like it was drawn by like a 5-year-old?
like
Yeah.
a revolver has an internal cylinder. It doesn't eject shells.
No, it shouldn't, but for some reason, whoever initially developed Zatrix, when they initially developed it, did not have any gun nuts on their team.
And it's not even like all the guns do it, and it's just because that's the source code. The shotgun doesn't do it.
The shotgun doesn't do it because whatever source port this guy's playing, where we're getting the footage from, does not have those. Doesn't have the frames for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just the majority of Redneck Rampage. It is dog shit.
Yes.
I feel like even the look of the game like would have been even better if they added shaders. Cause like I don't really like to shit on game styles a whole lot, but I hate games that look like that with no shading, no
Fair.
nothing, just flat.
To be fair, that is actually from a source port. I think it was Red Nukem. That's the way it
Mhm.
looked because Civi used it to do his video on Redneck Rampage. I wanted to get it out of the way because it's fucking Redneck Rampage. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to talk about it later
Yeah, no, I get it.
because I figured we're already here. We got our introductions done. We might as well knock out one that I just wanted to do right off the cuff.
It can
And
be
then,
like the secret bonus episode for people to go all the way back to the beginning of the
Yeah,
podcast.
like, yeah, you guys want to see where we started? Redneck fucking Rampage. And then next week I'll do something totally different. Well, maybe not totally different. It'll be different.
Yeah.
It'll be something that I actually enjoy.
Yeah. Do you want the week after that then, baby, or do you want me to take that week?
Dibs.
Okay, so I'll be the third week of the month.
Okay, who's taking next week? Is it me or is it you?
We'll go you, then me, then Keith, and
Okay. So I will plan on something. I've got plenty of games to pull from. I think next week I might do Postal. We'll do that series.
I think I'm gonna, my week at least, I'm gonna do the Animal Crossing thing I was talking about.
Yeah.
And then, like, also bring up games like Minecraft and.
Yeah, you could do the
fucking.
wholesome games. I'll do the controversial games
Yeah.
because I have played a lot of them.
But basically, like, I'm lumping a bunch of games together that, like, can be used for life skills.
Oh yeah, I will lump a bunch of together to show how the world has been affected. Like, like if I do Postal next week, you'll see a lot of it.
Are you gonna do zombies, baby?
yeah.
Okay, but anyways, because after Redneck Rampage rides again, the whole thing that you hadn't seen another Redneck Rampage come out for another several years since then, and they were spin-offs. There hasn't been a Redneck Rampage game like Redneck Rampage or Rides Again or Sucking Grits on Route 66 or anything like that since 1998.
Yeah.
The majority of Redneck Rampage is how you shouldn't make a old school FPS, and people have learned from that. Specifically, New Blood Interactive.
Yeah, I feel like more people need to learn from it, though.
Chase, you know what New Blood Interactive has made since, at least here recently? They've made one of my favorite games, and then I will cover it later because it is a masterclass in old school game design. It is called Dusk.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, I will touch on it in a couple different videos until I do the actual like full bore video because I'm still playing it. I still want to get through the majority of it. I think I'm only in episode 2 of that, and the whole game's been released, and they have a multiplayer too.
This is random as fuck, but does anyone remember the game Risk for, like, Xbox 360? It was like a little war game.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
the digital version of the same board game.
I want to make sure I didn't remember, or that I wasn't misremembering.
I remember.
Also, what do you think of those pugs?
I want one.
I saw them and I was like, someone's giving away here in Michigan.
We like pets on this show.
Yes, we are very much pet friendly. We like dogs and cats and lizards and snails.
And anything that, is cute.
Anything that will not kill us.
Even then.
Even then, it's questionable. But yeah, if I look at, wow, I could get the full blown collection. Looking at the Steam page, it's a 3.5 stars, 7 out of 10 on Steam for Redneck Rampage. But New Blood has really redeemed a lot of that stuff in my eyes, and so there's a couple of other ones that have come out here recently, like I think it's Ionic Fury. I have to look it up. Oh, Ion Fury, which is another one that has a 9 out of 10 on Steam, 0.2 out of 5 on GOG.com, and a 7 out of 10 on Nintendo Life.
That's not bad.
There's a lot of like old school FPS shooters that have come out here recently that are just absolute bangers. Dusk, a Medieval, Ion Fury, Nightmare Reaper.
Mhm.
I have yet to play Ion Fury, a Medieval, and Nightmare Reaper. I have the last one on my wish list. I just haven't gotten around to buying it. Because a lot of these games have like really niche things that pop up that they do. They're just amazing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But
I will always have a pool to pull from.
I think this was a very successful little short episode.
Pretty much.
Definitely.
So, before we cut off, we may as well say goodbye. So, thank you to everybody who's tuned in, and we will see you all next time. This has been Alex,
This has been Key.
This has been LMG.
and we will see you all next time on Level Up Your Knowledge. Bye bye!
Deuces.